So here we are again. I did not want to talk about this until next week, but as it stands, I have been messaged about this so much. Minecraft has gone full 1984 with these EULA changes and have made every single Minecraft server commercial, everything of that nature. Servers with player queues like 2b2t are now banned. Videos may be taken down for any reason whatsoever. Using the word Minecraft in your title of any YouTube video may be taken down. There are a lot of things that I have read over this weekend. So I am going to fast track this video. I'm gonna get it out right now. So what I'm telling you right now is my own interpretation of what I think is going to happen. I may be wrong, as well as everybody. Life sucks, but I'll do my best. First and foremost, there is a lot I do not like about how this has been handled. This is the blog post that was released on the 2nd of August, outlining the core changes to the EULA, released on the same day as the 23W31A villager snapshot. Now, which one is more important? Hard to say. Snapshot content, really cool. EULA changes, cool or not, we don't know, but very important. Which one gets announced on Twitter? The snapshot. Is one being used to mask the other? That's speculative. But what happened was all of our eyes were trained on the snapshots, which is just understandable, isn't it? And what makes this worse is it is our responsibility to check back for these changes. These guidelines may change as time goes by. We reserve the right to change our minds at any time. So don't count on these guidelines always being here. It is up to you to check back to see if these guidelines have changed. Don't like it. That's never the way it should be. No, no. Okay, moving on. As with any legal document, we look at the purpose. This is all fluff text. Don't worry about it. These guidelines are to explain what we consider to be acceptable ways to use the Minecraft name, brand, assets in your creation. What has actually changed in these guidelines compared to the one in 2020. This is from the Internet Archive right here. Last updated April 2020. To make this as concise as I can, I'm going to cover all of the bases that people are worried about. It can kind of be outlined here with this tweet, but I have been messaged by Kian, who runs the gun server, and these are some of the concerns that he has outlined. Things like 2b2t being non-compliant, Mojang taking down things that they don't like, running disclaimers, aka your server is not Minecraft official, not using Minecraft in the title of your YouTube video, every server now being considered commercial, servers must be kid-friendly, servers must have a terms of service clause, and a few others, but let's get into each one in detail. 2b2t is now non-EULA compliant. Under the purview of this subclause, access to your server can't be limited to or controlled by a player owning or having access to out-of-game content, products, or services. And the service in argument is this, the player queue. So this is a graph here. This is the number of players online. We've got about 400 people right now. Players in queue, we have about 200, and in the priority queue, we have 3. Now, what is the priority queue? Welcome to the official 2b2t shop. Thank you for visiting. Here you can purchase priority queue status for your account, which lets you join the server faster, and it lasts for 1 month. $19.99 USD, I would assume. And yes, it absolutely lets you join the server faster, considering just how many people are waiting to join the server right now. Does this contravene this subclause about the server controlling player access by having out-of-game content or services? Honestly, I don't know. These provisions are so confusing that I cannot interpret this with clarity. You may charge for access. Absolutely, provided that the cost is the same for everyone. And given this is the same cost for everyone, it's okay. I truly believe this is for people who own a certain product or service that cannot be purchased by someone else. So if this queue jumping service is not purchasable by some people, then yes, I do think 2b2t is breaking the usage guidelines. This is a bit iffy for 2b2t. But anyway, we'll get into that. Any server, piece of online content such as video or other may be taken down for any reason whatsoever. You might think I'm going to talk about this, but I won't, because this is actually from the previous iteration from 2020. And it reads the same way, may be revoked at any time if we think it is appropriate or we don't like what you are doing. There have been instances where I have heard rumors of videos being taken down by Mojang or Microsoft. Some of these unsubstantiated, but this is still giving Mojang the ability to do it. So if you didn't like it then, you won't like it now. By the way, I'm going to repeat this later on in the video. I hate the way this is worded. We don't like what you are doing. That sounds like unbridled power to me. Using Minecraft as a significant part of a creative work such as a YouTube video is no longer allowed. So this is the big one. Can you use the word Minecraft in your title anymore. The old phrase was, you may use our name in the secondary or main title, and you do so because it is necessary to honestly and fairly describe those things or the purpose of them. You ensure that the name is not the dominant element or distinctive part. So what has changed? Now it says this. So the honest, purpose, and fair description stuff, that's all moved down to the secondary title, and the dominant title now has the presumption that you may not use it. So things have been shifted and moved around, which does change the way this entire clause is read. See, here there's a presumption that you can. You may use our name, but here it says you may not. To help you, we've suggested some examples, and these examples are here too. So The Shaft, a Minecraft podcast, and then Minecraft, the ultimate help app. And by the way, notice here they changed it from Minecraft here to Minecrafters. And this is absolutely intentional. The Shaft, a Minecrafters podcast. They're okay with that. But are they okay with The Shaft, a Minecraft podcast? Probably not anymore. Now, let me assure you, the addition of 2 new examples is completely intentional. There's a reason they've done that. On the contrary, these provisions did exist in the older version of the guidelines, which leads me to believe I don't really think they are gutsy enough to start taking down videos with the word Minecraft in the title, even if it's the dominant word. Interpreting the word dominant is going to be an issue. And you also got to read this within the purpose of the text. They want to protect their brand. I don't know, this is also unclear. Any server is considered commercial under every circumstance, even if it does not make money or not. So this is where it comes into a little bit of doubt again. When you do commercial things, you must follow the commercial use guidelines. This applies, for example, if you want to set up or run non-commercial blogs, servers, like, hold on. You must follow the commercial use guidelines if you do non-commercial things. I swear, while I like this whole paragraph dot point format, I wish they would go and do something like this. I do know what you're trying to say here. You're saying non-commercial things must now follow commercial guidelines, but you're enforcing rules here. Just make it a little bit clearer. So there are quite a few commercial use guidelines. There's so much to read through here. I'm not going to make this an hour-long video. You guys don't have the time for that. But here is one. Servers with any content not suitable for 10-year-olds no longer allowed. Remember, these are publicly shared servers, not private servers. All servers, entitlements, and advertising are suitable for audiences of all ages. For example, gambling, pornography, violence, terrorism, explicit lyrics, unsafe, mature content. There are quite a few things here. These are mostly not new. It's just that they've added a few additional things. Violence, terrorism, explicit lyrics, unsafe, mature content. Look, here's the thing. I honestly do not think a lot of server owners have been following these rules. And it's just too hard to enforce, man. Is 2B2T breaking these guidelines? Probably. As long as your server, videos, live streams, products, use the Minecraft brand in a positive way, they shouldn't get rid of you. And then this brings into question freedom of speech. That is why I hate this so much. Just don't word it like this. I wish they didn't word it like that. What to say? I don't know how to end this video, and I know the comments are going to be extremely divided, but I just want to make things as clear as I can. I am not taking sides, especially with the chat reporting thing. I've said that it's just a move that's required legally and they were never really going to use it. It has been used. I've seen examples of it being used. As it turns out, it's been relatively quiet as I expected, but I'm glad a lot of noise was made because it needed to be made for the initial system to be fixed. So are these changes a bit concerning? Yeah, they probably are, but they always have been. The real issue here is that Microsoft and Mojang hold the sword, and they have all of the power in the world to use it at any point. Personally, I don't think they'll go too far with it, but I don't know that, and we don't know that.